recording, so that I think recording has already been started. Okay, fine. So after they thought like, why not we separate the database server from this single server, right? So for that purpose, what they have done, they cut it from here and they make another server for database, right? And in that case, they called it as R2, right? R2 design. But after some days, they feel like we need to separate all our presentation server logic from application server, right? That is why they came up with another server, right? And they cut it their presentation server to make it another new server, and they called it as R3 design, right? Which we are generally using in our day-to-day development, right? Basically, we are from above, we are from technical side of SAP, so we are in the R3 design, R3 architectural design. But what wrong? What is wrong in this design? There was nothing wrong. Okay, the thing is like, so this, first of all, this R3 design, you might have seen like whenever you are working for any foreign client or any other client remotely. Sorry guys. So you used to use intranet, right? You used to use some other third-party software like Citrix or some other things to access your client SAP system, right? So you are not directly going into the browser and you can go into some link and you are opening the application. You have to route through some third-party software to access the intranet of that particular client. So this was rigid within intranet, right? So, but the other softwares like Java or other softwares, let me see, we have joined Java or .NET or any other softwares. They are gradually capturing the market, and they are very much strong in the web market, right? So our clients wants to move all their applications or some of their applications in the internet, from intranet, so that the general user can use it frequently, and the accessibility will be very easy for them. And you can see like in the this is also, I can say, this is also, we are using GUI screens, right, to develop above application. So GUI screen also is not so much, many features are there in GUI screen. We have limited number of screen elements, controls, right? And the GUI screen is very much memory consuming thing, right? So the loading of GUI screen is also taking time. So that is why all the other clients, they are demanding like, we need the SAP to browse from the browser, internet browser. Let me, in that purpose, let me draw some other diagram like, okay. So here let's suppose this is your application server, application server, and this is your database, and at present you are in intranet system. Okay, and in a broader view, this is the internet. Okay, right? So now people wants to access all their data from the internet through mobile, tablets, or even desktop, right? So to access from the internet through all the devices, so for that purpose SAP has came with this solution like UI5, Fiori, and OData services. Okay, so let me draw some other diagram like, so how to access the rigid intranet system from internet with any kind of device. So for that purpose SAP has used OData service, specifically OData ABAP services or OData HANA service. Okay, to 1 second, let me check. Yeah, to access the internet thing, whatever the application server have or whatever the backend ECC server have. Okay, so that for that purpose SAP has been starting using this OData ABAP services. Okay, this is OData. So how OData will work? Let me give a meaningful diagram. Okay, sorry. So the request now will come from these devices to OData services, through internet, and the request will then receive by the OData service, and the request will be forwarded to the application server, and then after the application server will request the particular things that have been requested from the internet system into the database. The database can be Oracle database or HANA database or any kind of other database that SAP has been using. And then after querying the database will return back the response to the application server first, and then after filtering something they will respond back to the OData service, and OData will connect to the mobile device, tablets, or any other device, right? So to use this OData ABAP service or OData HANA service or OData external service, okay, SAP has introduced one more thing in the application server. Let me show you what is that. So this is called NetWeaver gateway. Okay, so all the data are coming from OData service to application server, that will go through the NetWeaver gateway, and all the collected data from the database to the application server, then after when the application server will respond back, it will go through the NetWeaver gateway, right? So what are these are the old things, right? Database, application server, and R3 architecture. Okay, these are the old things, right? So what are the new things? The new things are like this one. This is the new thing, NetWeaver Gateway. This is the new thing, OData service, and this is the new thing, because here we will be using UI5 or Fiori. So the greenery part are new in R3 design, and SAP has called it out UI5, OData, and Fiori. These are the new terms and NetWeaver Gateway server. So here I wanted to tell you like how SAP can implement this NetWeaver Gateway. Basically, there are two options, like central hub option to deploy the NetWeaver Gateway, and another one is embedded option. Okay, so generally clients used to go for the central hub option because this is easy to maintain. Okay, I will go through this kind of things, this kind of other detail in my next training sessions. Okay, as of now, I am today uh, my purpose to take this first session is to give you some concept so that you can proceed after the second sessions smoothly. Okay, so these are the new thing: NetWeaver Gateway, OData Service, UI5, and Fiori. Okay, so why there is another reason, okay, to come up with this UI5 and Fiori. So at the in the R3 design, you must have seen all the things. All the things means all the database operations, right? Database operations, then all the function module or BAPI or RFCs. Okay, all the things are executing in the application server. Not only that, some other things like different event, screen related things, right? Different event, then screen elements, then different screen level validations. They also taking place in this application server itself. That is why it was the loading time was more. So with this new design, like this UI5 or Fiori design, the things will happen like this. Let me cut this part, because this part will not anymore be executing in the application server. This part will be executing in the UI5 or Fiori client server. So now the thing will be divided into two part. This will be your server and this will be your client, right? Let me client. So first of all, let me give you some more idea. Okay, let me go in this way, like with SAP ABAP application versus SAP Wi-Fi Fiori application. What are the basic differences are there? Okay, so SAP ABAP application and SAP UI5 or Fiori application. So in the SAP ABAP application, all the events, all the things happen in the stateful way. Okay, that is why it is called as stateful. apps. But in the UI5 and Fiori application, all the things will be happening in the stateless way. Okay, because as I have already told you, like the data will come here and go into the application server, and then after it will proceed for the database server. Okay, so it will not in the next transaction or next level, it will not hold the memory, or it will not hold the data. Okay, that is why it is called as stateless. Some other differences are like, it is like performance is average. Here the performance is best, because as of now we are doing all these screen related things like different events, screen elements, validations, and other screen level controls. We are doing it at the client level. We are not loading it into the application server level. So that is why the performance is best in this UI5 and Fiori application. And here, as I have told you, SAP ABAP application runs only within the intranet. That means within the, sorry, within organization, right? But here SAP UI5 Fiori application, it can run both intranet and internet. And SAP ABAP application is totally based on GUI, and this is SAP UI5 and Fiori is totally based on browser. So as because it can render in any kind of browser or any kind of devices, that is why it becomes more and more popular day by day, right? So that is what I meant to say here is SAP ABAP application can run in desktop or laptop only, right? But here you can run SAP UI5 application in desktop, laptop, tablets, or any other mobile devices, right? So that means it is dependent on device. Here it is device independent. And some other new features like audio video integration is very difficult here. But here in UI5 and Fiori application, audio video integration is easy. So what are other differences? Like, you can see, right, in SAP ABAP you will find hardly 10 to 15 screen elements, right? But in UI5 and Fiori you will find more than 200 screen elements. Okay, so from the button, radio button, check boxes, text boxes, carousel, image, place, even you can place map, you can place graphs, you can place different things. So in total there are, as of now, 200 plus screen elements are there, so that we can use all the screen elements and make the user interface more intuitive, right? So that means the appearance is average, or you can say poor in SAP web application. But in the same case, appearance is high class, you can say. And the most important thing is like the GUI above screens are heavyweight, right? Because of that, it consumes more memory at the application server level. But all the UI5 screens are lightweighted, consumes less memory, right? I think as of now, these are the difference I could find out, and by this you can imagine like what are the benefits, what are the how this UI5 Fiori application came into picture. So this is to give you a brief idea on it. Okay, so let me paste it here first. Okay, and also I can paste this as well for your future use. I will send it through your mail ID. This is the basic architectural overview. UI5 or Fiori with OData. Difference between above apps with UI5 or Fiori apps, right? So as of now, let me tell you, SAP UI5 or Fiori follows MVC architecture. If you don't know MVC architecture, then don't worry, I will teach you the MVC architecture as well, how it will behave in the whole system. But if you have already worked on WebDyn Pro, then you might have gone through this MVC architecture. Okay, this is also a very important point here. So what next? The next topic would be you would like to know that what is SAP UI5, what is Fiori, and what is OData above services in detail, right? So let me give you some brief idea so that from the next session onward you will not feel like the new things here. So what is SAP UI5? Okay, so SAP UI5, SAP UI5 is a framework basically, okay, for developing web application that runs on browser. Application that runs on browsers, right? So in a single word, this is the definition of SAP UI5, because SAP UI5 is a framework to develop web application where the backend will be ECC, so that the web application can run on the browser. Okay, I'll go into the detail part, but as of now just keep in mind these things. Then what is SAP Fiori? So SAP Fiori, it's a package, okay, which contains collection of standard applications, okay. So so this SAP Fiori applications are developed using the SAP UI5 only, and this SAP Fiori package internally use SAP UI5 framework also. So let me give a note here. It's a package, it's a package which contains collection of standard application, so standard applications are also developed using SAP UI5, right? And as I already told you, SAP Fiori package internally uses SAP UI5 framework. So SAP Fiori is a package. This is the new thing. And SAP Fiori is a package, and which built on the SAP UI5 framework. SAP UI5 is a framework to develop the web application. Right. So if I will give some example, like what are the SAP Fiori application that SAP has already delivered to their customers. Some of them are like approve leave request, or approve timesheet, or approve purchase order, or from the UI5 Fiori application you can create the sales order, right, or change the sales order. or what I can say, approve travel request. So these are all the commonly used functionalities in every organization. So for that purpose, SAP has already delivered some standard application so that organization can use the standard application, or even if some customization needed in the standard application, they can do according to their requirements. Okay. So, so in this regard, let me tell you. In this regard, I can say, let me check first. SAP Fiori apps library. Yeah, it will open up all the standard Fiori application that SAP has already delivered to their customers. Okay. So if you have already gone through my videos in YouTube, you might have seen there was around 800 something applications. Okay. But let me check how many are there at today's time, because SAP is gradually increasing all the applications. They are turning all their GUI based application into the browser based application. I mean Fiori application. So it is taking some time. It is loading still. I think there is some problem, or okay, in between let it be open, and let me just go through the OData part, OData basic things. Okay, so in OData above service, so what is this basically OData above service? So as you can see in this diagram, let me just zoom out this diagram. You can see like OData is behaving like a bridge between this UI5 Fiori application and this our ECC, right? So it is acting as a bridge between the client and the server. Let me write it down here. So it's kind of bridge between your back end system and front end application, right? So here you can see it has already been opened, all the Fiori applications. If I will click on the all apps, it will show up all the Fiori standard application. let it be open in some time. In between, let me tell you, so OData above services are not only built for ECC or SAP only. Okay, so let me tell you in this way, like, so from the ECC also you can pull up the data, or you can write down data into ECC through using OData above service. So it would be like OData above services to SAP UI5 or Fiori application or any other Java based application, or it would be PHP based application, or it can be .NET application, sorry, .NET application, and vice versa. This could be like this one also. Right, so the request will come from the UI5 Fiori Java PHP .NET application into the SAP ECC application ECC server through this OData web service, and the response will also go back in the same way, in the opposite direction. So in this way, what I can say is the CRM application also can use OData above services to interact with the SAP UI5 Fiori PHP or .NET application. Or you can say, like, the similar way, let me copy it here, the SRM application also can act in the similar way. Or even the HANA system, backend HANA system also can interact with the SAP UI5 Fiori Java PHP .NET application through OData. Here it would not be above service, it should be above this, there it should be OData HANA service. Okay, and for other thing like non-SAP, for non-SAP as well, it can interact with the front-end system, front-end application through OData external service. So here you can see I have mentioned OData above service, OData HANA service, and OData external service, right? So OData above service can interact with the ECC, CRM, SRM, or any other SAP related products. Okay, and for HANA, for interaction with HANA, you have to use OData HANA services, or even you can build the SAP UI5 Fiori application to interact with some non-SAP application, non-SAP backend system through OData external services, right? So in our course, I will be going through all these kind of different options. Don't worry, at this point of time, I think as of now it should open. Okay, see, you can see like there are around 1014 application, standard application SAP has already provided, right? One second. So you can any organization can use among this 1014 application directly. They can use the standard application, or they can customize the standard application and they can use it. Okay, so let's take some example like leave request. I have mentioned some leave request application. Okay, if I'll search the leave request, you can see there are different versions of leave request application. Let me go any of them. Okay, so to implement, this is the product feature. Okay, so they have already detailed all the things, they are documented here. You don't have to go in any other place to find the documentations or how these applications work or how to implement the application or how to enhance this particular application. You can find all the related things from here in this link. And to implement the application, SAP has already given the 4 section here. Installation, this is this is the job for the basis guy. Configuration is also job for the basis guy. And then this is extensibility and support. When these two comes into picture, will will be there to work on this extensibility and support part. Okay, so I will teach you all the things in our training. Okay, don't worry about that at this point. So you can see in the extensibility part, there are different options, different baddies, define options, and different other files and folder options are there. So according to their customer requirement, we can enhance by using these all other options. Okay, this is just to show you how SAP has provided and how we can implement and how we can enhance the application. So I can say here there are total 1000+ application, 1000 plus SAP Fiori standard applications, right, that SAP has already delivered so that their customer can use all the applications. Okay, so as of now, what we have covered the architectural overview, how and why and where this native viewer gateway, this OData above service and this UI5 Fiori comes and fit in our architectural overview. And we have seen the basic differences between the above application versus the UI5 Fiori applications. There are a lot of differences. I have mentioned few of them. And SAP UI5 Fiori applications follows the MVC architecture. I have give you brief idea about this SAP UI5, SAP Fiori, SAP Fiori standard applications, and what is SAP above services, OData above services, sorry, OData above services, how it works, right? The basic idea, very basic idea to warm up you guys. So what are the different tools? The next topic should be what are the different tools and techniques and T codes we should use throughout the training. So let me write it here. Tools, T code, techniques we will be using throughout our training. So mainly we will be using Eclipse tool. This is for custom UI5 development. Right. Then we will be using Web IDE tool. This is for Fiori enhancement. Because we are not supposed to develop any standard Fiori application, because this is the job for the SAP guys. Okay, so we will enhance the standard Fiori applications, but we can develop our Fiori like application, but this should call as the custom UI5 development, UI5 application. And other important thing is we will be using ACGW. This is a T code. This is a service builder. Okay, for OData above services, I can say. Okay, so these are the three main tool and technique and T codes we will be using throughout our training. Please keep in mind. So as I have already told you, like SAP UI5 is a framework, right? So what does this mean? Framework. So framework means SAP has already given a lot of libraries, right, for SAP UI5. Okay, so this particular SAP libraries consist of different standard classes. Okay, so here you should know little bit of object oriented techniques. Otherwise it is not necessary, but you should, it will be very helpful if you already know the object oriented techniques. What are the classes, what are the methods, what are the different events, what are the different properties that we can have, these things. Okay, different functions, all these things, at least the term you should know. So as I have already told you, like SAP UI5 application is a UI5 is a framework delivered by SAP, right? 1 second, guys. Fine. So SAP UI5 is a framework delivered by SAP, which consists of different SAP standard classes, and these standard classes consist of different standard methods, standard events, different UI elements, controls, then these are all the things. Okay, let me write down a small note here. So SAP UI5 library, this is the important thing here. Okay, so SAP UI5 framework means there are a lot of, you can say, standard classes that consist of different methods, events, UI elements, different UI controls, etc. Right? So these all are delivered by SAP to develop our custom UI5 application. So let me give you some example of them. Like there are sap.ui.commons. There you will have sap.ui.table, sap.ui.ux3 is another library, sap.ui.core, sap.ui.m. These are the different libraries that we will be using to develop the custom UI5 application. Okay, so you can see like here here in this for example ACP.UI.table library, there you will find the table option, tabular format option. If you need some tabular format UI element, you can find it in this library. Okay, so if you need some buttons, some text box, some radio buttons, these are the things consist in this acp.ui.commons library. Okay, and if you need to develop some mobile application, all the UI elements, maximum UI elements, you can find it acp.ui.m library. Okay, so these are the libraries. There are lot more libraries. So day by day in our training session we will be coming across this different libraries or different classes, methods, events, UI elements and controls, right? So after that so let me first, so a lot of people were asking me like whether I will teach them the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all this kind of thing. See guys, obviously this is the necessary thing, like to develop the UI5 application, because without HTML, CSS and JavaScript, not JavaScript, the scripting thing, you cannot build any UI5 application. So these are the basic things. So definitely I will go through all this HTML, CSS and scripting part. So let me show you. So here keep in mind these are all not about the JavaScript. These are UI5 scripting language. So how UI5 scripting language will work or how the syntaxes is, let me just show you, so that in the future classes you will relate all the things. When I will be doing the coding or I'll be showing the application how to do it, you can easily relate. Okay, so you have to know the syntaxes, the UI5 scripting syntaxes, right? So SAP UI5 scripting syntax. So as you write some variable, declare some variable in above, you write data, right? Data, right? But here in the UI5 or Fiori application, the variable declaration or any other declarations, okay, will begin with var. Okay, var, then object name. Let's say obj. Okay, object name, then new, then SAP UI5 library name, SAP UI5 library name. Okay, dot UI control name, UI control name, then first bracket open close, then some ID, and then you have to write, you have to declare the different properties. Okay, property in the curly braces of this particular class. Okay, so basically this is the library name, this is the class name, and here you can define different properties of this particular class, and you can create one object, okay, using this var object. Var will be small letter here. Okay, so after declaring the object, okay, what you can do, the next thing would be like o object dot place at, some content, some HTML tag name here. Okay, some HTML tag name here to place your UI elements. Don't be much confused in this syntax. Gradually you will be knowing all the syntaxes. I'm just explaining it because it would be easy from the next classes. So let me clarify or simplify it little bit more. So all the UI5 scripting syntaxes you can divide into 3 steps. Okay, step 1 would be like create object for screen element class. Okay, that is what we have done in this particular syntax. Create object for screen element class and set property and events. Okay, step 2 would be like access the methods on object. And step 3 would be like place the screen elements on content on the different HTML tag. Okay, so these are the 3 different steps. If you can remember these 3 basic steps, then you will not find any kind of difficulty while developing UI5 front-end application. Okay, so let me describe this. Let me give some example of these 3 steps. Okay, so step 1 syntax I have already given it here, but let me give some other example. Like I already said like var then o screen element. This is a variable. You can put any name there. Then new the library name. Then the library name dot the class name. Okay, and the first bracket start, then the curly braces start end. Here inside this you have to write your property, like let's suppose property 1 colon value 1. Okay, property 2 colon value 2, property 3 colon value 3, then event name colon function, that you have to declare the function, and every statement will be ended in a semicolon. Oh yeah, the similar way we ended the every statement in above as a dot, right? So here the semicolon is the end thing for each and every statement. Okay, so by this you have completed your step 1, create object for screen element class and send property and events. I have set 3 properties and 1 event here. Okay, So let me ask you guys whether you can follow or not. uh, Roshan, Purna, Pratima, are you following me, or should I explain it in some other way, or anything you feel? Hello?
Yeah, yeah, Pune here.
Yeah, Purna. So are you following me?
Yeah, fine. But these properties, how we can remember easily, and is there
Yeah,
any
yeah,
way to?
yeah. Don't worry, Purna, for this thing. Okay, I will teach you how to remember all the properties, all the event name, all the libraries name, different class names, and all. Because day by day practice is the best thing. Okay, otherwise, I'll show you what are the different ways to remember all these things. Just be with me.
Mm,
Thank you.
okay. And
Ro-
how long this?
yes, yes, Purna.
Yeah, how long you will be taking the class?
How long?
How long you will take this session?
Okay, so I will be finishing by next 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Okay.
Oh, mm, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
okay. So I will go through some of the OData part and then I will finish it.
Okay.
Okay. So any concern, Roshan?
Okay, uh, yeah, till now it's okay. Okay, I understand all the things, whatever you told about the classes, properties, event names.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Thank you, Roshan. Okay. So let me
Yeah,
proceed. So the in the next step, step two, in the step two here, will be what is the step 2? Step 2 is the access the methods on object, right? So how to access the method? The way is here. Oh, here you can see the object name is o screen element, right? So I will copy this one, o screen element dot method name. Okay, let's suppose method 1, and sorry. Okay, so you can call the method 1 by this, in this particular class, method 2, method 3, like this. Okay, so this is the step 2, and step 3 place the screen element on content, right? Step 3. So step 3, like so you have already done the scripting part, but to render the UI elements in the browser, you have to place the scripting things, scripting objects into some content area. I mean HTML content area, HTML tag name. Okay, so if you don't know what is HTML tag name, don't worry about that, just follow me as of now. So to place your screen element, you have to call by like this, like your object name, okay, dot place at your HTML tag name. So this is the basic syntax you have to remember. Okay, all the other things will be automatically comes, so don't worry about that. Okay, so what are the different rules that we have? Like all the things are case sensitive. Okay, here all the syntaxes, like if you will not you'll write the class name as something else, whatever has been given in the library, it will throw you some error, it will not give you the proper thing in the browser. So all the syntaxes, all the screen elements are case sensitive. Okay, and the method. So here I think Purna, you will got your answer a little bit. So method name, the first letter. Okay, so first word starts with small letter and consecutive words will be in camel caps. So that means the method will be like camel caps. Like if the word is camel cap, then you should call the method like this. First letter will be small letter, will start with small, and the consecutive letter will start in cap. Okay, so as someone asked me like how to know the syntaxes and keywords, let me write syntaxes and keywords in SAP UI5. First rule would be follow the rules that I will teach you in different sessions. Okay, and the second thing is go for SAP UI5 HANA on demand link and find different SAP UI5 controls. Control here means the different UI elements. Let me go into that part. So if you want to know the different UI elements, one second, I think I need to plug some charger. Just hold on. So you can find it like SAP UI5 explode. So if you will go into this link, don't go in this link, just go in this link, SAP UI5 HANA ondemand.com. You will find the different screen controls that we can use in SAP UI5. So these are the different controls. Okay, so I have already mentioned like there are more than 200 plus controls, UI5 controls that we can use in SAP UI5. So here are the different controls, like you can see the inbox, menu, paginator, roadmap, split button. Okay, these are the different controls, right? So which chart, which container, different layout options are there, panel, different other simple controls like button, image, label, link. Okay, so let me go just on simple example like here. So if you need to use some button, right, so you can go into this particular option and you can choose any for any of the option. Like here they have given some button with some image, okay, icon with some text. Okay, and here you can see there are three kind of buttons: emphasize, accept, reject, and with three different colors. Okay, so you can always go for the source code and you can find the how we can place this particular button. Okay, so as I have already told you, like the things here, you can see the acp.ui.commons is a library. Okay, and button is a class. Okay, so in this class they are using the text is on property, style is on property, and press is an event. Okay, so by when anyone will press this button, this should act something. So for that purpose they have written this function, okay, here itself, but you can call this function separately, and then you have to place this particular button into some HTML tag, like this particular uh, object name dot place at some HTML tag. Okay, so they have written in on single statement here, but it is not recommended whenever you will be developing your real-time application. Okay, so this is here for just give you the example, okay, to give you the flavor. Okay, so Purna, here is your answer. You can find out different options here in this particular link, and you can find out how they are working and what are the different code behind this, but different controls, UI controls. Okay, but the basic things are within this three step. Okay, if you can rigorously follow this three step, then everything will be easy for you.
Okay.
O-
Welcome.
okay, and another option is like when you will be familiar with the different UI5 controls, you can type just particular syntax. Like if you want to use some button, like anyway you have to remember this acp.ui5.commons, like, and dot, if you just write b and then control space, then all the other things will appear, or is it this Eclipse tool will suggest you all the other options. So you don't have to worry about what I need to write this is a button or buttons or B is caps or small. You don't have to worry about that. This Eclipse tool will suggest you all the things, and this when after what, like first bracket, second bracket, and what are the different properties you can find out in the particular suggestions. Okay, so control space is the another option. So let me write it here, ctrl plus space, sorry, plus space is another option. By this also you can get all the different UI elements. And so let me just give you some idea what is the different HTML tags, what is different HTML tags you will find in UI5 application. So this is the Eclipse tools. Okay, this is the Eclipse tool, guys. So here I will go each and every part, don't worry about that. Just as of now I'm just giving you the brief idea. So by this way you will have to create some project like jet test batch 1. Okay, so here you can see this is the project name, and this is the particular folder in which folder this project will reside. And then after the what are the different libraries we can use, the main libraries is the acp.ui.commons or acp.m. acp.m is the library that is exclusively for the mobile application. Okay, but acp.m can also render in the desktop application or tablet application as well, but acp.ui.commons is exclusively for the desktop application. So if you will develop your application in acp.ui.commons, so that application cannot render properly in the mobile application. So it can render in the mobile application, but the look and feel will not be that much good. Okay, so acp.ui.commons library is basically made for the desktop based or tablet based application. Okay, so here is another option. You can see the create an initial view. Okay, so I will teach you the MVC architecture, model view controller architecture. Okay, so as of now I am not hitting this on, and I am finishing this. what will come, let's check. So you can see, right? So these things will appear. Let me go into this batch on jet test batch on. Okay, this project has all been created by this. Okay, and here you can see different folders and different other options are there. So here index.html is will be your first thing. You will find, one second guys. Yes. So this is the basic structure you will find in the index.html. Okay. So in this index.html there are mainly two parts. One is header part, one is body part. Okay. So in the header part you can find like this meta tags. Okay. And this is on script open and script close. So this is the syntax for open and this is the syntax for close. Okay. So script open and script close, this first script tag is for the bootstrap. Okay, so what is the bootstrap? Bootstrap is to load the initial thing whatever required by this particular application. So here you can see in the bootstrap uh, it has already been declared that sap.ui.commons library. That means in this particular application all the UI elements will be using this sap.ui.commons library. Okay, so if you want to use some other library elements you have to just write down like this sap.ui.table. Okay, like this way you have to declare the bootstrap section. Okay, so bootstrap is nothing but it's like whenever you are opening your switching on your computer. Okay, all the related, so the computer will first boot, right? So that is how all the required OS file and folder comes from the hard disk to your RAM, right? So in the similar way this bootstrap will work. And another thing you can see, right, there is another script open and script close tag. So here particularly we will write all our code inside this if we are not following the MVC architecture. But if we will follow the MVC architecture, we will be write our all the view code in a view file. Okay, view.js file, and we will write the controller code in the controller.js file. But as of now, for few days I will be writing all our code in the scripting, and that view and controller will be called through here, okay, itself. So for initial days I will be writing our code in this script tag. Okay, so this is our working tab. Okay, so in the static HTML, if you don't know the HTML, let me just give you some brief idea. Like HTML is collection of different tags. Okay, so like body tag, body open close, div open close, okay, image source open close, link open close. Okay, these are the different tags that we can place so that the UI elements should would render in the different browser or different devices smoothly. Okay, so here we will not be writing any, I mean we will be writing HTML code but as a placeholder, like this is a placeholder to place our script, UI element script. Okay, but we will not exclusively write all our code in HTML. Okay, we will be writing our code in script open and close tag, and we will be placing that particular thing in this HTML tag. So let me just go through one of the example, like as I have already told you, like sorry, um, application header HAHDR. Okay, so this is on object that we are going to create here. Okay, so then after new, here we will be using sap.ui.create commons library, okay, dot application. Here here you can see, like, I am just pressing A and this application header is coming up automatically, right? So as of now I am not using any kind of property or any kind of ID here. Okay, okay, let me proceed first. And then this object has already created. I can access different method, different other things inside this particular application header class. Okay, so for that I need to just write the this particular object name and call the different, I can call the different methods. Okay, application header dot, I can say, like any of the thing, like uh, set, let's say set, I will be using set kind of thing, set log off. Okay, set log off. Here you can see this is a boolean, I can use the boolean value here. So let me put as true. Okay, then similar way, let me copy it here from here. Okay, then putting the control space, then welcome. Okay, here it is also boolean. Okay, then after control space, then source logo. Okay, like logo dot png. Okay, so like this, and then sorry, then text, logo text like SAP online training. Then sorry, some username. Okay, so let me put my name here. So as of now what we did, like we declared the object of this particular class, and we are calling the different methods on of this particular class, and now we have to place this particular object to some HTML tag so that it can render in the browser. Place at. So if I will do like this, place at, okay, content. Okay, content means what? Content means this is the ID of this particular div. Okay, then after, if I will run this application by right clicking on it and run as web app preview, one second, uh, sorry, which is my index. Let me close all this. Let me first close all these things. Run as web app preview. see it is not coming, right? So there is some syntactical issue, like I have put something small caps later. Let me rectify it. Place at content commons application header. I think as of now, just let me remove this. And you don't have to go again and again, you can just refresh it from here. So see, another way to identify what went wrong, you can debug it. Okay, so there is another option we have. So let me first go into the debug mode and check it out what went wrong. So for debugging, you can press the F12 and you can check. 1 second guys, something wrong is happening with my charger. Okay, sorry guys. So the wrong thing happened at this level, right? Index.html, you can see line number 20. Okay, so in line number 20, some syntaxes have gone wrong. Let me rectify it. Right, so here you have to give the logo name as well in the double quote. Okay, so after that, if you refresh, see this application header is coming up with the logo name, username and logout option. Okay, so why this logo is not coming? Because I have not placed the logo in the folder. So to place the logo, what you have to do, you have to just put on image, and you have to go for this folder, like this web content folder. Okay, like this is the folder, test batch 1. Okay, and you have to place your logo in this web content folder, so then it will come appear. So similar way, if you want to place some button, some other thing, let me just address it here. Like if you want to place some button, o button. Okay, sap dot ui dot commons dot button, right? Button. So you can see it is already giving me the suggestion here. Okay, so here you can place your button like this, and you can declare your property of the button, like if you want some text of this particular button, batch 1. Okay, and then after you have to place this particular button object into some content area. You can use the same content area here as well. So I'm placing this content area button dot place at content. So let me check whether the button is coming or not. As you can see, the button is also not coming. So here is also something went wrong. Sorry. So here you can see when I took the suggestion, it came wrong. See, this button has been placed here, right? So similar way, so you can do like some event, right? So if you want to do some event thing, like you can like uh, here for button, you can have some press event, okay, and against the press you can declare some function, okay, like function press, like this, and then after you have to um, declare the function, then function name funpress, okay, and then first brackets, then second bracket, okay, then let's say I wanted to place some message box, okay, so then you can use sap.ui, sorry, ui dot commons dot message box, message bar is there. Let me just for this example, let me use the message box. Sometimes it don't appear, but don't worry. So these are the few things. Sometimes it would not appear. Then alert, okay, and you can place, right, sorry, this is my first batch, okay. So let's check what would happen after this. So whenever you are pressing on this batch 1 button, this is saying like this is my first batch, okay. So like this you can place each and every screen elements. Why I have shown this part? Because I wanted to show you uh, the the event, okay. So in this way you can use any kind of event of any kind of screen elements or screen control, okay. So this is the basic thing. Gradually you will be knowing all the other things, all the other UI elements, how to use and all, okay. So so next topic would be like let me just copy and paste it there. Okay, and next topic would be like so I have already given some brief idea about the HTML tag, right? Okay, so HTML HTML here, you will find the tags are like this only. Open, header close. Header close will be like this. Okay, inside the header you will find the meta tags. Okay, then you will find the bootstrap. Okay, inside the header section, and in the body section, in the body part, you will find different HTML tag. So this is how the basic HTML works. Okay, so I will explain the detailed thing in our consecutive sessions. Okay, let me just quickly wrap up the session. Um, okay, so I have not told anything about the ACGW, right? Let me put this ACGW here as well. Okay, so in ACGW, okay, in ACGW transaction you will find mainly 4 different options. Okay, one is data model, second thing is service implementation, third thing is runtime artifacts, and fourth one would be is like service maintenance. Okay, these are the 4 main things that we will be facing in the ACGW transaction to build our OData above service. This is for OData above service, to build OData above services. Okay, so and there you will find different other options. I think today I have done, I've crossed the timing. So let me ask you, so Purna, Roshan, Pratima, so you guys are okay how I am teaching the style, or should I change something, or should I improve somewhere, or should I go slow, or should I go fast?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Roshan.
Yeah, Roshan.
Yeah, all are okay. It's good. Okay, and uh, it's a very nice ways to understand how the since it's new to us,
Right.
and yeah, it's okay.
It's okay, right? So that is why I am not very much sure like how you people are grasping the things, because these things are very new, right? So you might not know all the things, and that is why I am not able to understand whether I am going the right way, or should I go little bit fast or slow. So that is why I am asking. So Purna,
No, no.
okay, yeah, yeah, Roshan, sorry.
Yeah, no, all are okay, okay. But since all methods, containers, it's are new to us. Okay,
Okay,
so it's as per the coding part, it's new to us.
right.
Like how can we call like this? But it's all are okay, okay. And
Right. So don't worry about this UI5 coding. Okay. So, so what we will do like this. So in our course,
yeah,
so I think a lot of people could not join because they went to the wrong link. So that is why they were not able to log in. So I might have to take some other session for some other guys. Okay, but in our each and every session I will not take more than 5 guys because all of you have some question queries, so I have to address them all. And first of all, the course will be going in like this way, like OData. OData first I will teach the OData part. Okay, at least I will start with the OData because you guys are from the ABAP background and you will be much familiar in the ABAP coding, right? So that would be easy to interact with this OData part, OData ABAP service, how to build the OData ABAP services and how to use them like this. So first of all, I will go through the OData part, then I will go some HTML, CSS or script, how we can do the coding, like I have given some brief idea about the scripting part. And third thing, then after I will go into the UI5. Okay, how to develop different UI5 applications. Okay, so don't worry if you feel like OData you are just I'm just teaching you OData part for few some days. So don't worry, in between I will go here and there because then only you will find it as interesting thing. Otherwise you might lose interest. So first OData, then HTML, CSS, script part, then UI5, and then very last I will go in the Fiori part. Okay,
Yeah.
so these are the four basic things, basic way I will be teaching in my session. Okay, so any suggestion from any other guys?
Can you provide the video whatever you teaches?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for today I will provide the video and the this particular document as well. Okay, so whatever I was thinking I should cover today, I have left some things, but don't worry. Tomorrow or some other days, yeah, tomorrow I will be preparing in the right way and I will be delivering it in the right way in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and one more thing, how can we get the access, our access for practice?
Right. So after your registration, okay, I will give you all the
Yeah.
detail, okay, how you can access the
Okay.
remote system and how you can access the SAP and other this thing, this Eclipse and Web IDE, okay. So I will give you the
Okay.
things after registration.
Okay.
Okay, so for tomorrow's class you have to register because probably I will be going through on a two session before tomorrow. Okay, and I will ask each and everyone to register first, and then after we'll be continuing from the tomorrow session.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so yeah,
what's the process of registration?
process is very simple. You have to just check, transfer the amount in the online way. I think online is the
Okay.
best way. Other things are I will not find suitable. So that's all, and
Yeah.
keep the transaction detail with you, the screenshot. Okay, just keep with you. Okay, for your future purpose or for my future purpose, and whenever you will pay, just keep the screenshot and send it to me as well through mail.
Yeah.
Okay, so after your you will transfer the amount, I will give you the access because I am not providing the access, the server detail. I have to buy from some vendor. As you can see, I'm using some other vendor, some remote system here. Okay, so like this you will
Okay.
be having some remote system, so I have to buy. Okay, so for that I have already told you, right, 1000 per month, right? So that is I think not negotiable. That is that much they can provide to me. Okay, so that is the thing. Other detail you might know, right?
Okay. Yeah. And the class will be on weekends or weekdays.
Right, so classes will be mainly at weekend. Okay, but as per everyone's availability. Okay, so we can arrange some other session like so yes, because this is the first time I am going for online session, so that is why I will not consider too many people. Okay, I have already 4 or 5 people who has already registered, so I will not consider
Yeah.
too much people. Okay, so that I can manage all the things.
Okay.
Okay, and for see if 3 or 4 people will be able to take the session at weekdays, then sometime at night time 9 to 10 p.m. we can arrange, right? So anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
your shift will be over till 9 or before 9
Yeah. Yeah, not an issue. 9 at the evening or morning?
at the evening. Morning time, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
lot of people will have some problem,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, morning problem. That's why I'm asking.
Right, right. Okay, thanks, Roshan.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
And many thanks to you. And okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
Okay.
uh, can you share the seat or mail me the seat? Whatever you
What?
copy on that Word file?
Yes, yes, yes. I will be definitely will mail you. Okay, and I will be uploading the videos. Okay, and I'll be giving you the access.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Roshan.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.